Hi reader friends, my name is Katie. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk all about my March TBR. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have been anxiously waiting for March to just hurry up and get here because I am so excited about realmathon. I might just be like a tad competitive, and so I love readathons. They just make my reading months so much more exciting. And for those of you that might not know, I am one of the co-hosts for realmathon for Team Singer along with Mel from Eleanor Reads. The insane level that I went planning this TBR, don't be like me. Don't be like me, but I'm gonna share it anyways. So there is a spreadsheet that is given in the Discord that you can use to kind of pre-plan your points and things like that. Really, you're supposed to use it during the month to track the books that you read to submit, but I literally just copy it and then make a pile of possibilities, if you will, and I do this so that way I can see where each book that I want to read during that month falls in terms of points, so I can strategize what I want to read and what I want to prioritize. And I may or may not have also color coordinated it based on how many points each book gets. So there was 117 books on that list. Now, that is a lot of books. We're not going to talk about that many here. But the reason I do a large amount of books for like a TBR or for a pile of possibilities is because it really gives me flexibility. Honestly, I'm just a very big mood reader and my moods can change at the drop of a hat. So having a long list of possibilities, it gives me the flexibility to put down a book I might not be vibing with and have a long list to just pick up something else. But we're going to talk about a very short window of books that I am definitely prioritizing for the month of March. The first book that we have to talk about is The Favorites, and this is actually the Tortured Readers Book Club pick for March. It is my pick, and I'm so excited. Everyone and their mother has been talking about this book. The Favorites has a full cast audiobook, which is my kryptonite. If it's a full cast audiobook, I need it. Add to cart, absolutely. In this book, we're following figure skaters, which I absolutely love. Growing up, watching skaters in the Olympics and things was just like one of my favorite things to do. There's also drama and angst, and it's told in like a documentary style, so like I have really high hopes for this one. The next book we're going to talk about is The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, and I don't know why, but like I always thought this book was YA. So you learn something new every single day. This is actually adult, and the reason I'm reading this book is because two of my friends asked me to be one of the co-hosts. They're gonna have different co-hosts for different rounds. I get to be one of the first co-hosts for their genre blend book club, because in this book it is fantasy but it's also romance, so I will be reading this book and giving my thoughts based on the romance aspects. But what I've heard about this is one of my friends says this is like a fantastical version of You've Got Mail, and I really love that. It's cozy romantasy, which is hit or miss for me, but I have high hopes for this one. Dislike to like, He Falls First, secret identity elements, and then Grumpy Sunshine, which I absolutely love. Then I am hoping to finish the Adair family series by Samantha Young. I've only read one book in this series, and I think there are 4 more. Editing Katie will correct me if I'm wrong. Essentially, this is a romantic suspense series, and I just absolutely love romantic suspense. It is one of my favorite subgenres. The added layer of danger and the protectiveness of the characters and just the family dynamics and the found family vibes, they just all work for me. I am hoping to read One Night and the King family series from Lena Hendricks. This will mean that I am completely caught up with the Sullivan family and the King family series by Lena. I'm going to meet her in Chicago in May, and I would just absolutely love to have read these books, so then that way if I want to purchase them and have them on my shelves, win-win-win. In this series, in the Sullivan family series and in the King family series, we are essentially following rival families, and it's in a small town setting, and you've got all the found family goodness you could want. I have been patiently waiting to pick this book up, and I wanted to wait until March because points. I'm going to be reading Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. You may or may not have heard of this one. You know, there's dragons, there's Xaden, and then I'm sure there's going to be more miscommunication. I'm also hoping to read House of Bane and Blood. So many people have raved about this book, and I actually picked it up last fall in 2024. I set it down because at the time I was just too busy. I couldn't give it the attention it deserved, but I have book 1 and book 2 on audio. What I can tell you about this book is that it is an arranged marriage between rival families, so you're going to have that dislike to like elements, but then also there's a metal arm. There's a metal arm, and as a fan of Bucky Barnes, this is just, yeah. Big fan, big fan. And from what I've already read of this book, the tension is really there, and I have a feeling I'm really gonna enjoy this one. Then we have Face Off and we have Slapshot by Chelsea Curto, and I've only read one book from this author, Power Play, which is ironically book 2 in the series. So yes, I read this out of order. I'm so sorry. But what I will say is that I really, really vibed with Chelsea's writing, and I have a feeling these are going to be quick, easy reads for me, but also the way that she writes characters really makes you care about them, and I just feel like that's missing in a lot of stories, so I have a feeling that these are going to be wins for me. You guys knew this book was going to be on this TBR. If you know me at all, you knew this book was on this TBR, and that is Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I just truly don't know what it is about Elsie Silver's books, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan. And I'm an even bigger fan of when she writes single dads. And as you know, this series is single dad books. You have Wild Love, Wild Eyes, and now Wild Side. And I do believe I'm going to get the audio because I think this is going to be narrated by Jason Clark, who is one of my favorite narrators of all time. It would be absolutely amazing if the female narrator was Samantha Brentmore. Fingers crossed, but I'm sure the selection is amazing. In this book, you can expect Marriage of Convenience, He Falls First, and Small Town. Next, we are going to talk a little bit about arcs that I'm hoping to read in March, and there are quite a few. So I do want to say thank you so much to the publishers for sending me the gifted copies, and then also to NetGalley for sending me ebook copies of these books. Listen, this author and I, we have kind of a on-again, off-again relationship, but I have to give credit where credit is due, and I am obsessed with their covers. Obsessed. Look at this. Like, are you kidding? High school me is freaking out. Me right now is freaking out. I love this. I love this. It screams fan fiction. It screams cult following. It screams like, do you want to meet your celebrity crush? Here you go. I'm obsessed. I have heard mixed things. One of my friends gave this 2 stars. That makes me so nervous. So nervous, especially because, like I said, this author and I hit or miss. So I already feel like I'm stepping into a danger zone. I don't know what this is going to look like for me. I don't know, but I do know that I want to love it because I want to display this book forever. This book is a paranormal romance, grumpy sunshine, dislike to like, who hurt you, and fan fiction. I think she writes fan fiction, which, fun fact, I have shared this on stream before when I do my reading sprints. I've written fan fiction before. I have. I've written fan fiction. I've read several fan fiction. Big fan of fan fiction. So this should be a good book for me. Fingers crossed. All the good vibes. I'm going to be really sad if I don't love this one. Next, we have Beautiful Exile by Catherine Cowles, and Catherine Cowles writes some of my favorite romantic suspense books. I've been really loving this series so far. Delicate Escape is my favorite, but I have high hopes for this one as well because in this book, we are following a heroine in hiding, and lately that has just been my kryptonite. I just absolutely love it. I don't know what it is. I think it's about the fact that, like, clearly she's going to have trust issues and she's going to be fearful. Whoever the love interest is going to have to, you know, really slowly break down her walls and get her to trust again, and that is such a vulnerable thing and such a beautiful thing, so I'm looking forward to it. Next, we have Not Safe for Work by Nisha J. Tooley, and you might know this author because they are also the author of The Trials of the Sun Queen. This is their take on a rom-com, and we are following engineers. Do I know anything about engineers? No. But I'm ready to learn, okay? Before Allie Hazelwood, did I know anything about STEM? Absolutely not. It's okay. I'm ready. So it does seem like it's going to be like a workplace rivals kind of romance. There is tension, a little bit of forbidden aspects because it looks like the male main character is the boss's son. And I personally just love that they're going to be on like a tropical company retreat. So there's that forest proximity element, but also like give me all the sunshine, please and thank you. Then we have Well Actually, and I am just such a sucker for the simplicity of this cover. It's so cute. I just love it. Every time I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I want to read that. And then also there's second chance elements in this book, which I am also just immediately like, yes. Then we have Left of Forever by Tara DeWitt. This is an emotional second chance story, which yes, please, absolutely. Give me all the feels, please and thank you. Ren and Ellis used to be married. However, they got married when they were really young and they had their son and it just unfortunately just didn't work out. But they have been cordial and like, you know, obviously seeing each other for their son. They've been doing the co-parenting thing, but their relationship was no. However, now they are moving their son to college and so they're on this road trip to bring him to college and all this stuff. And after they drop him off, they decide to potentially extend their trip to see if they could give this thing one more go. And yeah, I'm here for it. Then we have Scott and Bothered, and you guys, this cow, this Highland cow, I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. All I want is a Highland cow. Where am I going to put it in this apartment? Nowhere. Nowhere. But like a girl can dream, okay? I'm going to go to Scotland. I'm going to get my Highland cow and my Highlander, and it's going to be great, okay? Okay. In this book, we are following Brooke and Jack, and they actually used to know each other. In fact, Jack is the guy who not only ruined her writing career, but also destroyed her heart. Then we have What Happens in Amsterdam by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And let me tell you, I requested this book because of the cover. Stunning. Stunning, beautiful, loved it. So bright, so colorful. Read the synopsis and I feel attacked. I feel attacked. As somebody who had kind of a messy relationship with a foreign exchange student in high school, I feel like this book is going to make me unwell. But it's a second chance romance, so sign me up. Apparently the theme for this like whole TBR is second chance romances, which I mean, I'm not mad about. One of the other things that I really, really love about this story is that the characters are older characters. I feel like so often we get characters in their 20s, but I love when books feature characters that are kind of like in their mid-30s. It's just fun to switch it up. Those are just some of the books that I'm really hoping to prioritize in the month of March. If you haven't already, I highly recommend that you check out the realmathon announcement video. It'll be in the description. Consider joining a team. We would absolutely love to have you on Team Singers, but no matter what, I think joining the readathon will help you have so much added fun in the month of March. In the comments, let me know a book you're hoping to read in March. If you're not feeling chatty, but you want to let me know you are here, leave me the wolf emoji. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!